Hello everyone, welcome to Lighthouse Stamping with Lorraine. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in Vancouver, Washington. Thank you for joining me today. Before we get started, the housekeeping notes, all the product I'm using, all the dimensions are going to be listed below. There's a link to my online store if you wish to purchase any of these products and help support my channel. There is a link to our Facebook group. We love to have you join that. There is my email address if you have any questions. And finally, remember to like, share, and subscribe and help me grow in YouTube world. Today we're going to be playing with Delicate Pines. Delicate Pines is part of a suite, which is called Elegant Pine Snowflakes. And I have most of the suite. I did not get the ribbon. It's the only part I did not purchase. The ribbon is almost 1 inch wide, and I'm not a big fan of wide ribbon, so I just didn't get that one. But you can buy the whole suite, or you can buy the pieces you want, like I did. So, what it consists of is this beautiful stamp set with and the snowflakes all look like pines. It also comes with a die set, and it's a big die set. You got ones you can make stand-free pine snowflakes. You can make pine cones, all kinds of pieces, individual snowflakes. There's 22 dies. I have not played with all these dies yet, but I will eventually, I'm sure. But we are playing with a few of them today. Okay, go ahead and... Oh, actually, we need to grab one. We should just grab out the one I'm going to be using right now. That one, the great big one. The other thing that comes with this set, if I can find it, I think the girls might try to walk off with it. These are called Faceted Snowflakes. So you got clear, looks like Pretty Peacock, and real red. Very pretty. Very sparkly, and they shape like little snowflakes. And then there is the paper, which is gorgeous. It's very pretty. And I should tell you, this big snowflake die cuts out lots of snowflakes, and a lot of these snowflakes do cut out from different pieces. I'll grab another one too, so we have a couple to play with. We'll grab this one. I'm not sure. Yep, it cuts that one there. And there's smaller dies that cut the smaller ones. So there's lots of paper in here. It's not just this sheet. There's multiple sheets. This one too. The snowflakes cut out. So if you do want to do a lot of stamping and you wanted to use these, you could use those. Like I said, there's a lot of paper that these do cut from, and there's some smaller ones too. But it's just pretty paper. This small one cuts out. That looks nice. Just really pretty, pretty paper. These guys cut out too. And those. I'm not showing them all. There's a lot. Even this great big one right there does. Get them lined up right like that. And that one I think cuts out with a smaller one. That one does too. Like I said, you can go through here and play with them. There's a lot that cut out. And then this one. So it's just beautiful paper. The colors in this paper are Cherry Cobbler, Garden Green, Old Olive, Pretty Peacock, Secret Sea, and Shaded Spruce. Not sure every typical Christmas colors, but I like them. They're very pretty. So you're now wondering, what are we making today? Well, we have an envelope. And we have this very nice simple card here, which is made with Pretty Peacock and Shaded Spruce. Pretty Peacock and Secret Sea. I know it's not a traditional Christmas combination, but it really does work well. So let's get started and get our pieces done. We're also using the stylish shapes dies, we're going to be using this small one here, which I've already die cut. And when I made this card, I should tell you, you can see, I used the Snowflake embossing folder. It's unfortunately no longer available. If you have the Snowflake one already or a Snowflake one, use it. But today, since it's no longer available, we're going to go ahead and use the Forever Plaid 3D folder for the top of this. So, let's get started. Let's get all the pieces out we need for stamping. That's the inside. This is a piece of scrap, and I had a few of these already cut out, so I didn't have to reinvent the wheel today. And yes, I stamped something on that, but that's the wrong color. It has Lost Lagoon. It's not what I want. I was playing around. But, like I said, there's always two sides. Flip it over. So we're going to make our big snowflake. And he's a big snowflake. And we're going to do that in Pretty Peacock. Make sure I get it just like that. Very pretty. And then for our saying here, I just have, like I said, one little, oh, this one has some glue on it. We won't use that one. I just cut out one of these little banners, and you could do it after you die cut it. And I'm going to open the Secret C now. And it says, warmest winter wishes. Pull this towards me. Yeah, I don't like how straight that one is. We're going to do it again. I'm a little crooked. That's better. Sometimes you get them crooked. That's okay. You start over. So we have that. And I'll get rid of those two extra we don't need. For the inside of our card, and yes, I know there's a piece of paper. The cat's got a hold of this one. They got a hold of the other one too. I have a couple of these, and they like to chew on them, unfortunately. So I have to keep them up. Then we're going to take the verse. It's the most magical time of the year. And this is Secret C. And I'm going to do this as straight as I can across the top here. Oh, I don't want to come down further down. Never mind. I'm going to flip it over. Not too close to the top. I forgot what I was doing. Okay. And that should be it for Secret C. I'm doing all the words in Secret C and all the snowflakes in Pretty Peacock. So I've grabbed 3 of these. Now this first one is the medium size one, and I'm going to put that on my envelope. And I'm going to make sure I stay on the envelope totally. If you go off the envelope, you'll have to ring and stamp off. But since I did it straight on the envelope, I have my second generation right there. And this one, oh, I'll try that one more time. That's better. We're going to put a couple more snowflakes in here. Stamped off one time. Like I said, I was playing. These are not in the same position as the first one, but they don't have to be. I was playing with the Lost Lagoon to see if it would be better than using the Pretty Peacock. It's close in color, but not close enough for me. So stamped off was the way to go. So that should be all of our stamping. That's the inside of our card. So what we need to do now is do some embossing and some die cutting. If I forget to give you a measurement, they are listed below. But this is a piece of Pretty Peacock that is 4 by 2 1/4, and we're going to emboss that with the plaid. And then we are going to die cut our snowflake, pine snowflake. So grab some plates here. We have plates 1, 2, 3, and 4. I'm not sure if that would go through the small machine or not. It's a good question though. Yes, that would go through the small machine, but I have to have the big machine out to do the embossing, so we'll just use this one. I just thought I'd mention this. These will all go through the small machine. Okay, stay there. Don't move on me. Is our beautiful snowflake. And I'll get that off later. And now we need plate 1 and plate 4, because this is a 3D embossing folder. This came out last Christmas, this plaid one, and I love this plaid one. So I'm just going to put that right in there. Just lined it up along the bottom there. And if you're mass producing this, you could put several pieces in here at one time. And we have our beautiful plaid embossed sheet there. So, I think we should build the card. So first we have a piece of Secret Sea that is 8.5 by 5.5, scored at 4 1/4 and burnished. And I'm going to go ahead and put the inside piece in now. And then we have a piece of this beautiful DSP here. And this piece is 4 by 3 inches, 4 by 3. And it's going to go down here at the bottom. And this is our piece of the plaid. And you could use the embossed or the debossed. I'm going to use the embossed, I think. So what I'm doing is I'm putting it from the top, not so much this piece, but I'm going from the top and the 2 sides here. Because if there's a small gap in between, it won't make any difference. Because we're going to have a... I'm just sort of lining that up so I have all 3 sides there. And I'm going to do the same with this bottom piece. I'm lining up the sides. And make sure these are pretty flush here too, but there is a small gap, which is fine, a little gap there, because I have another piece of Secret Sea that is 1/2 inch by 4 1/4, and it's going to go from side to side like that and cover up that. Now you could use, I'm going to use glue. You can use seal. You can use whatever your favorite adhesive is on this card. I would start at the folded side first and then line it up straight across to the other one. Make sure I've got that good and straight. Just in case you have a little hangover, if you have hangover, it's easier to cut off this side. And I have just a smidge. Probably not even worth fighting for, but there. That way it's nice and flush. Okay. Then we have our burst and this. And this is going to go up here towards the top a little bit. And then this is going to come down here. And you could put it on this side or that side. You could swap this around and go this direction if you wanted. Nope, I like the first way. I'm going to go the way I did it before. These are all going to go up on dimensionals. This is a very simple card. I did not want anything complicated this week. I'm into simple cards. Especially if you want to mass produce a card. This would be an easy one to mass produce. Okay. Okay. I think I want this somewhat centered. I'm just lining this up on my grid here. I don't want it straight up and down either. That looks pretty good. And then all we need is some bling and we're done. Like I said, this is a fast, easy card. We're going to use that Pretty Peacock. And we're going to put a big one right here in the center. And then we're going to use two of the small ones over here. Just like that. So that is our beautiful card today. And like I said, the plaid works just fine. Like I said, the first one I did use the Snowflake one, forgetting that it had retired. It's retired from Stampin' Up, but not from my craft room. It's not. Because I'll probably make some more of these, and then we'll have the Snowflake one. I'm going to hold those up so you can see the difference. But that's the one for today. So thank you for joining me, and I will see you next time. Goodbye.